Hey guys, Shane here at CrossFit Jeff, helping you go further, faster in fitness. And welcome back to another Shane Talks. And today I want to talk to you all about the herd mentality. Who you spend time with, who you surround yourself with, the types of people that you choose to run with will very much influence your results in life, your results in the gym, your results in your career, the type of, sometimes in some cases, the type of marriage and relationships that you'll have. So it's important to understand what the herd mentality is. I talk to a lot of my clients when I'm talking about diet around this stuff. So the example that I use is think of some of the people that you think are absolutely pretty bad at being a human being, right? People that are just, you're not going to relate to them in any way, shape, or form, right? You just look at them and go, wow, like, how do you even human? How do you even function? And think of the types of people that they are friends with. Think of the type of people that they surround themselves with. That's what the herd mentality is. You know, they say that misery loves company. People who are very miserable generally attract more miserable people. You know, misery likes company. Those who tend to trauma bond, they're bonding about how hard life is, how hard the government makes it for them, how hard their boss makes them work, how crap their wives are, how crap their husbands are, how shitty their little kids are. Like, they just tend to bond with other people. And what you'll see is people in their herd will pop up and go, yeah, you're right, 100%. Everything you're saying makes sense. And they just reinforce, you know, those beliefs. They share common beliefs with you. They become your people, your tribe, your herd. And so this Shane Talks is a reminder to just have a look around at who you are associating with. And if you do want to change the type of herd that you're moving with, the type of crew that you're running with, sometimes you need to look at other herds to sort of get involved with. And so I guess the gym is a good example of that. If you want to change your life and you want to be healthy and you want to be fit and you want to start to get something out of your body, then you need to sometimes start to move towards herds who have gym focuses, like anyone that trains at this gym. You tend to make friends in that circle. And so therefore your behaviors start to mimic each other. You start to work together and you start to bond, right? And so therefore you're reinforcing more positive traits, or that group has a whole bunch of positive traits in the gym scene. So the reason I bring this up is because sometimes it can be very hard, right? So we have a few different herds. We have our work herd. We have the people we hang around outside of work. We might even have a gym herd, right? And what I want you to start to think about is who you're spending more time with and what you're allowing to happen every day in your day. Like, so what I mean is, are the people around you supporting or holding you back? Now, I bring this up, like I said, I always relate it back to food with my clients. So if you're talking about changing your life, if you're talking about dropping some body fat and getting fitter, and you're at lunch with these friends of yours, and they start to just nip at you, and they start to say, no. Well, why do you want to do that for? You're going to starve yourself. I've heard that you'll put more weight back on than what you lose. You know, I've heard about that. They start to make comments that make you really doubt yourself. They really doubt your goals. And so it's important to understand that if I'm surrounding myself with people who are in that herd and I'm running with that herd, I'm going to start to behave more and more like them, because we don't want to be the outlier. We don't want to be the person on the edge of that group, because we want to belong and we want to be involved. So if they keep kicking us and nipping us and telling us, no, you'll fail. Don't try and lose any weight. Don't try and get fit. You know, you tried it last time. You failed last time. You know, you spent all that money on personal training and then you put on more weight 10 months later. You know, you ate healthier and you felt worse. Like, those sorts of comments are really going to hold you back on your journey. And so when I talk to my clients about the people that they allow into their circle, you need to really be very specific. And it does sound mean, I guess. Don't allow those people to be around you. But to be fair, if you want to be held back, then you can keep doing that. And if you want to go forward, then you've got to look for people who are going to pump you up, who are going to expect the standard that you live by to be higher. For example, if you wanted to lose weight and you didn't want to hang around with that crew or that group that are holding you back, you need to find another group that you can hang around. And then in that group, guess what happens? When you don't go to training, when you don't eat healthy, when you aren't making personal training sessions, they start to go, why would you miss personal training? Why would you not eat healthy? You know, they start to question you in the positive way rather than the negative way. They start to go, well, I think you should be doing that, and as opposed to, I think you shouldn't be doing that. So this Shane Talks is a reminder for you to really look carefully about the types of conversations you're having with your crew or with your herd or with your group, and making sure that they are conversations that are going to get you to the next level. They are conversations that are going to support you. They're going to pump you up and they're going to help you. Not ones that are going to hold you back and pull you back down. Now, I remember maybe, 15 years ago, there were some people in my life who weren't friends of mine who weren't necessarily headed in the same direction as me. And back then, like we've all got experience too, I was a lot younger, and so therefore, drinking and that type of lazier type of behavior where you wouldn't go to training, you wouldn't eat well, you would go to Macca's. We all did that together and no one questioned it because it was part of the group's routine. It was part of the herd's routine. And then when I started sort of questioning my own want in involving myself in that group starts to push you out a little bit. Whether or not be consciously or unconsciously, they start to not invite you to places, maybe not ask you to go out on the weekend, maybe not ask you to go out for dinner, which is to Macca's, but it's kind of a good thing. But yeah, they start to not really include you, and that pushes you out. You become almost alone, and then it's up to you to find where you then belong. It can be hard and it can be painful for a little while, but eventually you'll come walking along and you'll find a group of people who do see eye to eye with the things that you want in life. And I guess the other thing I think about with herd mentality is work and is our career. If you are always surrounding yourself with people who hate their jobs, who tend to take less out of the day and want to, barely do the bare minimum at work 9 to 5 and hate everything about it, but go to work and complain nonstop, you'll probably find that you're not very happy, but you might not be making the right choices to move on, to find a better job, to find a better position, to push yourself to study, to put yourself out there to gain opportunity in other areas of your career. So you've got to start to see that these things that happen, our herds that we surround ourselves, those people that we choose to surround ourselves with, they become very, very influential in our lives, and we need to make sure that we are making the correct decisions on who we spend time with. So not that I'm saying you have to spend time with people who are at the gym or create little herds within the HF community. I mean, itself, the whole community is a big herd that will push you to make the positive decisions and that sort of stuff that I was talking about. But really, you just got to start to pay more attention. Find out who you want to be running with. Find out what direction they're all running in. Are they running to the top of the mountain and being happy about, making change and creating success in their life? Or are they happy to sit in the middle of the mountain and tell everyone stories about how the guys that were up too high started to fall down the hill, and the guys who are down the bottom are below them and beneath them and can't make it to their standard? They're sitting in the middle judging everyone. Or are you at the very bottom thinking it's not even worth climbing this mountain, and all the people at the bottom here are in agreement with me? We're not even going to attempt it. We don't want to be like those upper middle mountain people and see everyone come and go. We don't even want to make it to the top because what's the point? It's not even fun up there. What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? That's exactly the type of point I'm trying to get across. Where are you on the mountain, and what group are you going to enjoy and join into and enjoy being around? That should be what you pick, and that should be how you decide where you spend your time every single week. Hopefully, guys, that makes sense, and hopefully you got something out of it. So until next time, I love the word hopefully, I will see you in the gym. Have a good one.